It is not the fastest fighter jet in the sky. It's not the most agile. Not even the stealthiest jet America has ever built. There are jets that outturn it. Jets that outrun it. Jets that were, on paper, built better. And every single one of them lost. 20 countries. 2,400 jets on order. $2 trillion spent. This is the story of the jet that won by being almost the best at everything, and how that turned out to be the most dangerous fighter on Earth. Top speed, Mach 1.6. Respectable. Not remarkable. Its own predecessor, the F-22 Raptor. The jet you already watched us cover, is faster. So is the F-15EX. So, on paper, is Russia's MiG-35. Dogfight it turn for turn against an F-16, and pilots who've flown both say the Viper can outmaneuver it in a straight-up knife fight. So why does almost every air force on the planet want this jet, and not the ones that beat it on paper? Because speed was never the point. This jet was built to make sure the fight is over, before the other pilot even knows it started. Head-on radar, the F-22 Raptor reflects back a signature about the size of a marble. The F-35 is a little bigger, about the size of a golf ball. That's it. A multi-billion-dollar early warning radar network, staring at a sky full of steel and jet fuel, and the best it can find is a golf ball. Stay with me because this is where it gets terrifying. That golf ball isn't flying blind. It's carrying 6 infrared cameras wrapped around the entire airframe, a system called DAS. 360 degrees. No blind spots. It can spot a missile launch, even a ballistic missile, from over 800 miles away. And every threat it sees doesn't go on a screen the pilot has to glance down at. It gets painted directly onto his helmet visor, a glowing symbol, hanging in real space, exactly where the danger actually is. Pilots have a saying about it. If I can see the missile, I can defeat it. Now picture that pilot inside a $2 trillion program the whole world is watching. $2 trillion. Not for one jet. For the entire program, every jet, every engine, every spare part, every mechanic trained to keep it flying for the next 77 years. It is, without argument, the most expensive weapons program human beings have ever built. More expensive than the F-22 program. More expensive than building an entire fleet of the most advanced aircraft carriers on Earth. Combined. Several times over. And yet, 20 different countries looked at that price tag. And said, yes. Over 1,300 jets already delivered. More than 2,400 still on order. That's not just the biggest fighter program in history, it's more than 10 times the size of the next largest one. In 2025 alone, Lockheed Martin rolled 191 of these jets off the line. A production record. Roughly 5 times faster than any other Allied fighter jet being built anywhere on the planet, right now. This isn't a jet anymore. It's an industrial machine the size of a small country's entire economy. Numbers on a spec sheet are one thing. A golf ball on a radar screen is a theory, until it's tested for real. So it's fair to ask the only question that actually matters: has it worked? In 2025, F-35s flew into some of the most heavily defended airspace on the planet, in first, outlast, hunting and destroying surface-to-air missile systems designed specifically to kill stealth aircraft. Official accounts state that not a single F-35 involved was even targeted by defensive fire. Since then, F-35s from at least 3 different air forces have engaged real threats in the air. Drones over Poland, drones over Jordan, and in March 2026, the first confirmed air-to-air kill of a manned enemy fighter by any F-35 ever. Every variant, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, has now seen real combat. Not a simulation. Not a war game. The real thing. That's the golf ball nobody could find. Now here's what a $2 trillion price tag doesn't buy you. A perfect airplane. The program was over a decade behind its original schedule. It blew past its first cost estimates by well over $100 billion before it ever reached full production. Even today, keeping the global fleet flying and combat-ready costs more than almost anyone projected: software delays, spare parts shortages, maintenance bills that keep climbing. This is not the story of a flawless machine. It's the story of a machine that is still, after 20 years, being finished. In real time, in front of the entire world, while it's already flying combat missions. That's either the most reckless bet in defense history, or the only way anything this ambitious was ever going to get built. Strip away the debates about cost. Strip away the delays. What's left is this. 22,000 pounds of weapons across 10 weapon stations. A helmet that lets a pilot look straight through the floor of his own jet. A network that means if one F-35 sees a target, every F-35 near it sees the same target, instantly. And a radar signature the size of a golf ball, flying into the most dangerous airspace on Earth, and coming home. It was never going to be the fastest. It was never built to be. It was built on one idea. That by the time you know it's there, the fight is already over. That's not just a fighter jet anymore. That's a 20-year bet that finally paid off. Proven in the air. Over 3 continents. Against real threats. Not simulations. So next time someone tells you the F-35 isn't even the fastest jet out there, you'll know exactly what to tell them. It was never trying to win the race. It was trying to make sure there wasn't one. We've shown you the missile that started an arms race, the jet with a perfect kill record, and now the machine that flies in first and leaves last. One question keeps showing up every time: how much are we willing to spend to never lose the fight before it starts? Apex Arsenal. We don't just show you the machine. We show you why it wins.